Hello and welcome to Monday Mail and Magazines, where we go over the past week's mail, stash ads, and of course a vintage magazine. Continuing on, Custom Router, November of 62. This is my last one from 62, and then we will switch it up moving forward. But before we get to that, as always, check out the mail. And coming in from a good friend and friend of the channel, that is John over at JD's House of Hobbies, modeling of all kinds. Great to see you getting a shop card out there to everyone. Really appreciate the support on my channel and enjoy your channel as well. If you have not seen JD over at JD's House of Hobbies, I will leave a link in the description and go give him a like and a follow. On to stash ads. Kind of one of those when it rains it pours kind of things. If you all remember from a week or two ago, I had picked up this kit, which is kind of a dealer gift or present for some Ford owners. Well, that got me into researching, trying to figure out which other ones are available out there. And well, of course, while looking, you got to check out eBay. And this was the first pair. I do believe these two came together. Got them at a reasonable price. Of course, this is a great 3-in-1 double kit. AMT, very classic 25T pairing. Everybody's kind of seen that one. Great kit to have. But kind of the interesting one that was doubled up with it. Box is a little rough, but this is another one of those kind of dealer gift collector type kits. It's pretty rough, but it looks pretty complete inside, and I got it for a good price. I think both kits came together for like 35 bucks, so hard to pass up. Couldn't let it go. Just kind of not really into collecting, but these little dealer promotionals are pretty neat and unique, I think. And that is not the only one. I come across this one on eBay. This one had a starting bid of $5. I think I put like $5 or $8 on it. I ended up winning it. Pretty happy to see he didn't have much for a description on it. Box has seen better days, but it's a pretty cool little, again, dealer promo kit. As far as I know, it is these three that I just showed you, the blue box, the green box, and the black one. If you guys know of any more, please let me know. Again, not looking to collect, but I'd kind of like to collect these, have a little series of them. Kind of cool. You get this little flyer stating it's coming from like the Ford division. This one says 1963 Ford products have been restyled. Just kind of a gift to the consumers. Got a nice set of decals. They're looking pretty decent for their age. Of course, we got the full kit. It's looking pretty minty inside. So super happy to get this one for under $20 by the time I got to the door, shipped and everything. But that is not all. Remember, I put a bid on that one early. And then, of course, again, the rains, it pours. This one showed up on Facebook on the Scale Survivors page, and well, it was pretty nice. I was like, shoot, I've already got one that I'm bidding on. This one looks a little nicer as far as the box, but one neat thing about this one is that this one comes from 64 products, so it's kind of interesting that the same kit kind of come out for a couple years. Again, the decals looks pretty complete and nice inside. But the main thing that made me pull the trigger on this one was that it was coming in this. This is the original shipping box. You can see coming from the Ford division and getting shipped to Mr. Beery from Toronto, South Dakota. Very cool, very interesting. Even has the Ford Vic and customizing kit on there. I guess a special other gift from Grandpa along the way. But I thought that was super neat to get the original shipping box. This one was, I think, $25 I got this one for, so it's an absolute steal. Again, not really looking to collect, but this was just such a neat little package that I just had to pull the trigger on and have for my collection. Very neat. Again, if you guys know of any more of these Ford dealer kits out there, please let me know. I think I'd like to have a nice little collection of them since it's already started. But moving on to the magazine, again, Custom Router, November of 62. Check out that really cool custom paint job on that Ford. We got a little how-to scallop your roof for 20 bucks. Step-by-step photos to remill your rod with the Roadmaster power. That is your Buick Roadmaster, which is aka the Nailhead. First reports the rev pole ignition for street and strip. The wild one, really cool colors on that guy. Getting into her, got a little tail shot of the Pagan. See page 10. Intro, and then we're going to start her off with the reader's drawing board. Always kind of neat to look at. Dual engines mounted in the front of the driver are just one of many unique features of this go-kart. The Chop Deuce sports a blown T-bird mill, bucket seats, tuned headers, and tri-carbs. Art Schultz of Burlington, Vermont designed the Duo. Little twin-engine go-kart. Those are probably a little small to fit between your legs like that, but that is a good-looking 32, big old tall mill out front. Moving over here, got a 57 Ford Ranchero sports chrome rails, molded rear end with 59 caddy tail blinkers, reworked fenders and Fairlane side trim. The interior is rolled and pleated. Small chrome aerials are molded into the rear fenders. Good looking, clean Ranchero. Got the aerials way down low, kind of sleek looking. Here we got a nice 8-carb Chrysler mill with tuned headers, powers the Sharp 24T Roadster. A DeVille top, side exhaust, and Fury. Oh, we switched. A DeVille top, side exhaust, and Fury side trim brighten up this radical restyled 57 Chevy hardtop. Need to put a little better brake in between those, but those are both. That one's blinging with chrome. Pretty cool drawing. Interesting to see a 57 with the 57 Fury trim. Kind of different. And we've got a few more. Nice tall one here. Designed with wild rod, which provide powered by GMC blown 61 Chrysler mill, fuel injection, and tuned exhaust. Real cool. A great looking 32 Ford sedan is powered by a blown and injected 58 Oldsmill, full rolls and pleats, plus a rake job. Add class this rod. Has a nice stance for sure. Dayworks also came up with this unique design for a sports rod. The frame is a ladder type, and the mill is a 750cc Crosley 4-banger. Note the neat tail blinkers, headrest, and outside exhaust trim. That's, oh, they get the, I believe that's the car that they're talking about. That's your sports rod. And then the other two are down here. Let's see if I can read this. Artist Dawn of Alexandria, Minnesota designed these two dream cars. The dragster is powered by a blown Chrysler mill, and the custom is a 60 Buick. Custom goodies and rolled pans, dual aerials, caddy tails. Gotta love the big Buick. Sweet looking rail job. And there's that little Sportster. The Pagan. Give you a look at that guy. 40 coats, 40 coats of wild cherry lacquer and white leather top with chopped bows set off this outstanding 57 Ford ragtop. 40 coats of lacquer. That's pretty wild. Spent 3 years and $5 grand reworking this immaculate custom. As rewarding for spending all the time and money came in the shape of show trophies totaling over 45. Glad I was not a painter in those days. That is nuts to think of 40 coats and then all of the hand polishing and rubbing. Sanitary looking white rolls and pleats set off the office. Quad light consists of one stalker and one popular Lucas light. There's a shot from our cover, or inside cover. Deeply tunneled 61 Ford tail blinkers. Sport sharp functional aerials. Down here we got an Isky Cam 312 cube mill. Was completely chromed at a cost of $500. Firewall is finished in a sharp pearl. Ed Frederick poses next, probably to his wild cherry coated 57 Ford. Note the beautiful concave grill. It's kind of that wide mouth grill. That is quite the unit there. Remill your rod with the Roadmaster power. Dropping a nail head into your hot rod. Very cool looking engine. Definitely a notable one. Little how-tos, everything that you need to fabricate. New radiator, scatter shield, Corvette shift linkage, Corvette stick, 57 Chevy tranny, chopped and balanced drive shaft. We got a locked Chevy rear with 370 gears. Note the Husky spring setup. Traction bars are custom made and are braced with strong diamond plate steel. 50/50 tubes. Engine goodies are dual quads, Vertex magneto, crane 282 cam, reworked heads. Individual headers are tuned for maximum performance. Ends are flared. They liked having a lot of tuned headers on. I wonder how they actually tuned them back in the day. Dual Ford Master cylinders. Some shocks. Interior. Boasts an airplane seat. Instrument cluster from a Pontiac. Marty and Dick mount their Vikings club plaque prior to running at the strip. Gonna show off the club. Car salutes the Freeport rod snappers. Snapping some rods. Club members pose proudly in front of their fully equipped club garage. Got their awards there. Good looking 60 Elko. We got up here 51 Chevy sports a hot Buick engine along with M&H drag slicks. A wild coil spring suspension is featured on Joe's T-Rod. There's his T-Rod spring front. Bob tunes up the dual quads in his 55 Ford. Freeport Police Department showing off their club plaque. Completely restored 36 and 39 Fords belong to Frank and Adrian. Captain Dixon congratulates Terry Young for winning drag trophies with his rod. Coupe is a Buick powered 33 Ford. Not often you get congratulated by the cops for drag racing. Club members pitch in and help work on his hot Buick sedan. Steve points out the neat 4-carb setup. 31 Model A. Competition team consists of 2 33 Fords and 1 31 A-bone. A mean trio there. We got the Ford boasts a full house mill, and the 53 Stewed sports a bored out caddy mill. Captain Dixon finds out the advantages of putting a hot Buick mill in a 33 Ford. North the chrome goodies. Joe's 59 Buick is mildly customized, while John Breen's Ranchero is both customized and souped up. I love the front end of them 59 Buicks. Hot Ford V8 60 mil, built in the club garage, will be used in a hot speedboat. Garage can handle all phases of work. Captain Dixon thanks Kenny for the help that was given by the club during the recent bicycle inspection. Moving on to the cover car, the Wild One. Radiant bronze scallops adorn this trophy-taken 53 Merc. Scallops and pinstriping set off the functional louvers. Again, the Wild One name. French headlights flank the 55 Pontiac bumper grille assembly. Flames decorate the inside of the hood. Millers stop it except for thin aluminum heads. A special alarm protects a car when it's parked, giving off beeps. The extended fenders house 56 Olds 98 tail blinkers. Fenders are extended a total of 3 inches. Nice rear shot. Good looking car. Weirdo painting and striping covers the stock dash. Seats, doors, and headliner are white rolled and pleated Naugahyde. Shaved bumper and protects the smooth rear end. That was a good looking Merc. Got a moving Mopar. Swing out seats. 59 Plymouth Fury. The stock bucket seats are rolled and pleated, and a center mounted console also sports rolls and pleats. Custom modification consists of a tube grill, electric doors, and a nose and deck job. Nice clean back end. Rolled and pleated console sets off the sharp buckets. Extra gauges and a tacker employed. Getting the shaved deck lid. Check out those rear tires. Smooth and stylish. 55 Chevy hard top. Cut coils account for the sharp rake. Hand rub green lacquer sets off the long Lakers. Interesting, again, the two different hubcaps. Noticed that a couple times. Tail blinkers were pirated from a 56 Buick. Clean deck lid is solenoid controlled from the dashboard. Hood is nosed and peaked. The vertical grille bars were removed. Note the dual chrome spots. The interior boasts a floor stick, extra gauges, and a tack. The car was converted from an automatic to a Corvette box. 3 pots rest atop the 290 Corvette mill. Custom heads were reworked by Crane of Florida. Scallop your customs roof. Doing a little custom paint work here. First, the working area is cleaned and removed of both dirt and wax. Butchie uses a 1/4-inch tape to mask out the outline. Here's the roof completely masked off with a sharp design. See it down there. Got all the tape work laid out. Now the complete roof is covered with newspapers prior to scalloping. Butchie goes over the paper with a grease pencil till the design image appears. Using a sharp knife, the area to be scalloped is cut out. Next, the edges of design are taped down using 1/2-inch masking tape. Butchie cleans off the area to be scalloped with a special tack rag. Remove all the dirt. Goes over the area with a rag and wax and silicone remover. Final step entails the actual spraying of the color, which will be pearl white. And there's the final finished car, complete with a beautiful pearl scalloped roof. Easy peasy. Father and son rod. Good looking front end there. Front end has a dropped axle, cycle fenders, tube shocks, and 540/15 tires. White striping adorns the neat deck. Tail blinkers are from a 51 Pontiac. Power comes from a bored out 48 Mark mill, triple carbs. Hand rubbed black lacquer coats this flawless Deuce Roadster. Dodge builds a hot compact. Innocent looking Lancer 2-door sedan was used to test modifications. One of the neatest, ugliest cars ever. Very wild design. Unobtrusive hyperpack exhaust exit out the bumper. Slant 6mm sports dual carbs, ISKI cam, and a hyperpack components. Mopar seat belts installed for the test period proved to be handy. You got the Sun electric track transmitter unit was mounted to the fender apron. Suntack mounts in plain view of the driver. It became necessary when running on the strip. Offie dual carb manifold uses 2 small Carter single carbs. There's some of the best times with corrected clocks worth 0 to 30 in 4.3, 0 to 60 in 13 seconds, and quarter-mile times of 68 mile an hour in 19 seconds. Got a little showing off the Lancer tranny with floor-mounted stick shift. There's the hyper pack parts. Kind of cool little display with them laid out. Happy Wanderer, low cost customizing accounts for this Ford's neat appearance. 57 Pontiac side trim starts. Adds a neat flare to the stock tail blinkers. Nice look there. Smooth front end, sports a tube grill and 57 Ford hood with 56 Buick portholes. Shaved rear bumper protects a clean deck lid. Modified blinkers. Sanitary Special. Real hot rod there. Custom Nerfs protected the filled grill shell, chromed headlights. Dual pots rest atop the modified 52 Merc mill, Isky cam milled heads. Add an extra punch. Custom headers are also employed. There is very unique, kind of the European cut down doors, round fenders. High flying Ford. Crestliner side trim dresses up the surprise special. Maroon and black lacquer covers the immaculate body. Mill is a McCullough blown flathead Merc. Let's see a picture of the blown flathead. Onto Mallory's new rev pole ignition system. A little test in a beautiful Pontiac. With the advantage of the kind of a dual ignition. Keeps from points floating. Sparkling stove bolt. Butchie is responsible for attractive red and white pearl panel painting. She looks happy driving along. Quad Lucas lights flank the reworked grille. Note the chrome bullets. Definitely a good look there with the bullets on the Lucas. Kind of very, very appealing. Any kits come with those Lucas lamps? I don't know if I've ever seen those in a kit. Be kind of neat, Drew. If aftermarket, let me know. There's the interior. Jerry Dallas of California Custom Upholstery did the immaculate white Naugahyde roll and pleat job. Chrome spiders decorate the red lacquered wheels. There's a tail with a couple of bullets on the tail lights. Good looking 59. Little answer box. Little advertisement for Lee Plastics, doing the custom taillight lenses. Always thought these were neat. I don't think they held up over time, but I do. It was like one of my favorite looks there. A little diamond in the 56 Chevys. Very cool. Got a little spade lens there. Plain red caps on the 61. Another 61 with plain red. This one's got red shield and black bars. Neat look there. Again, more bars and shields. Another diamond. I think those are super neat. Real custom trick look. Stylized with Stardust. Tony's Radical Lincoln features an immaculate pearl Stardust paint job. Note the wild DeVille top. We've seen snippets of this car already from the front and tail fins, but this week we're using it to show here's a close-up of some of the fine silver Stardust material. We are looking at some big old flake. For a wilder finish, you can use the coarse grain Stardust. This new radical finish developed by Tony of North Jersey Custom Shop can turn a mild custom into a top trophy taker. Selling for $8 a pound, it takes approximately 3 pounds to finish an average size car. Tony's personal custom, the Americana, is finished in pearl and silver Stardust and is a consistent show winner. Doing some of the big flake dancing in the light. I don't know if that's just an optical illusion, but it looks like you can see that flake dancing along the paint there. Sure looks like that's what we're getting there. Very cool to see the early days of a flake paint job. And here is the how-to. Sanded, primered, sand the primer, clean off the area. Tony mixes a gold pigment Stardust with proper amount of clear lacquer. First step in the mixing stage is pouring in of the clear lacquer. Using 40 to 50 pounds of pressure, the lacquer and Stardust pigment are sprayed onto the body panels. Several coats of clear lacquer are applied over the Stardust finish. Now the job starts to take shape. Next, the finish is sanded with 80 grit paper. More clear coats are applied. Finally, the finish is compound and the car is ready for trophy hunting. I hope that's a typo. 80 grit? That's pretty wild for paint prep. Very cool though to see. Again, the early days. Oh, some big flake. Your car on display. This outstanding dragster owned by Lee of Ohio is powered by a huge Allison airplane chassis mill. The complete tube was built from the ground up by Lee. Goodies consist of mag wheels, a drag chute, blue rolls, and pleats. Side shot of her. Big old honkin' Allison powered dragster. And over here we got chrome bullets on the tail blinkers and the Continental kit. Bring up the rear of this 58 Ford ragtop. New Jersey added a tube grill, Lakers, spinners, and special side mirrors. That's definitely a sweet looking cruiser there. Full dresser. Caddy metallic green lacquer and basic dechroming add class to this sharp 55 sedan. The mill has a special cam, Corvette goodies, and a racing clutch. Owner of Ron added Buick tail blinkers, custom hubcaps, electrified the trunk lid. The interior is rolled and pleated. And with that, that will wrap up this week's magazine. Guys, let me know if you know of any more of those dealer kits. And again, thanks to John. And make sure you go check him out over at JD's House of Hobbies. And with that, we'll see you next time.